YouTube. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for remaining a subscriber to this channel. It has been forever since I have made a video, and to be quite honest, I was struggling with the direction of this channel, my message, what would be the point, what is it I'm trying to share with the world. And when you look at a channel that you've had for years and years and years, and you have like 400 plus videos, you're like, am I talking about what I think people want to hear, or am I talking from the heart? And I had to remind myself that this channel is about showing up as a free spirit, a black woman with sister locks, natural hair, and a mother, a creative, I said free spirit, Virgo for sure, and how we're doing the damn thing. Not conventionally, not cookie cutter, not because we have a degree and we're just super on top of it and have everything organized and our life is all together. Not because my parents are super wealthy and I come from money. Not because I did everything the right way. I have done everything absolutely batshit backwards. But when I discovered that I needed to take control of writing my own story and changing my perspective, that's when I started seeing a difference. Not like win the lottery millionaire difference, but just in the things that matter and in the things that really impacted me as a person, how I could help other people, and how I'm raising my children. And this goes from how I viewed myself, my self-care, my self-love, how I viewed relationships, how I viewed money. Let's just use money for an example. Money is one of those things that everybody talks about. Everybody's trying to get, trying to keep, trying to maintain, trying to grow more of. And it's one of those things where everybody's got the secret, right? If it's not the avenue of building a business, then it's the 9 to 5 crack the code, or freelancing, or it's the climbing the corporate ladder, or it's college is the only way, or it's multi-level marketing, or you may go all the way to the other side and it's like, oh no, just manifest, write it down, dream it, think it. There's a balance and in between to everything. And when I tell you, all I did to make this shift for me, what worked for me, was that first of all, I changed my thoughts. Instead of saying, I need to make more, I want more. And this is not how I want to start this video, but money, again, this is just an example of the work that I know I'm not the only black single mother doing, okay? So I know I'm not alone in this. And when we share stories, we find community, we empower and encourage each other, okay? I did not come here just because I'm the shit. I am here because there were other women that shared their stories, podcasts, interviews, YouTube channels that inspired me to improve with what I have. So with the money, for example, it wasn't because, I all of a sudden just started bankrolling. I had been doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then I said, you know what? After leaving healthcare, I went through this scarcity mindset. And then I made the shift and said, I have enough. No matter what is going on, money comes to me. I am money. I can't be separated from money. Whatever I get, I keep, I multiply, I save, I can help others if anyone else needs help. I can bless someone else. I can give there's a gnat in here, damn it. I can give, I can support, I can, buy other, a shop, small businesses. So that's where my, haul ideas and things like that came back in the day. But still, I had to you don't have to just take your last. I have more. I always have enough. I always, and then whoever is in my life, whoever I'm talking to, they give, they pour, they invest. And I kept saying that before I saw evidence, before I knew how the things were going to shift and improve. Oh my God. All of a sudden, I was like, okay, now that I see a little bit, maybe I've got to pay myself, save first. So I started putting it away. I'm not, so paid my bills first, that first week of the month. Rent is always on the first, and then your utilities, whatever, all the things: swim, gymnastics, credit cards, car notes, car insurance, all the things. And then anything beyond that week, that first week of the month, I was saving, saving, saving. So the work, the planting the seed, it took months. It took time. But then I looked up and I said, wait, wow. This month I saved so many thousand. That month I saved so many thousand. And I was blowing myself away because I didn't know I had access to that much money. When money is coming through all different avenues, your Cash App, you're selling things, people are gifting you, you're working, obviously. You've got your little side hustles, all the things, and they're going in different accounts and it's flowing and in and out, blah, blah, blah. You don't see it and you don't realize how abundant you really are. So that's just one example. So this video, I don't have this like, start this $1 million idea, make $100,000 a year, blah, 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 or do what I did. This is what I did to make my money. I don't believe that it has anything to do with anyone's specific industry. I don't think it has to be like, if you get into project management, if you get into IT, if you get into AI, if you get into, that's the secret. Or real estate, that's where, if you go back to school and study this degree and then work from home, blah, 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 that's where your meal ticket is. I truly believe in my heart, it's what you're interested in, not what you're passionate about, but what you can enjoy stomach doing. You're good at it, and it's easy. That's all I'm doing, what comes easy to me. And then also, too, understanding that I can ask and I can accept. But I got my notes here. This is about perspective. I'm seeing a lot out this window. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm nosy. I be looking and just saying a lot. But this is really about, I talked about the direction of this channel, taking a long-ass break, summertime, kids back to school, and then we had Halloween, and I was like, if it doesn't come genuinely, a video, don't force it. Don't force it. I have been taking watercolor classes. I have been focused on my money. I have been happily dating. That has been really, really nice. I have been dating myself, and I have been I've been focused on being present. So when I saw, lock-in, the great lock-in, when I saw that this time of year we're getting close to the holidays, we're getting close to New Year's, and everyone's like, reset, reset, reset. You know what? I was like, ain't no reset, because I am on the same progress track that I need to be on. I am still going on and continuing on with not only what works for me, what's best for me, and there is no timeline. There is no limit to how I'm advancing, how I'm growing. So I'm not going to put that pressure on myself. Not that I don't have goals, not that I don't have dreams, not that I, don't have, by XYZ, yes, I'd like to have these things done, but New Year's isn't the end-all, be-all. If I didn't do it in 2025, oh, shit. That's not the energy that I wanted to carry in. So my perspective, I'm showing you on my notes so you can see it, but that's on the top of my list. My perspective had to shift. I explained the money example, but that had to be in every aspect of my life. So I was like, no New Year's resolutions, and my story is continuing, like I said, here and now, no longer looking at what was. So that's another thing that I actually even went back and deleted some videos, because I was like, I don't want to keep the focus on what I don't want to see, what I don't want to experience, and what was in the past. And what was in the past doesn't necessarily reflect that I did something wrong or I was on the wrong track. So, just for the sake of the video, let's go back to how a lot of women can feel this weight and this guilt of relationships completely derailing them. Not the kids, not becoming a single mom, the relationship, okay? Time wasted, energy, sacrifice, all the things. If you don't decide in your story that shit had nothing to do with your progress, then that's ball and chain mentality. And so this whole thing of like, my ex-fiance, the last 2-3 years of my life, I took the good and I said no more. He does not hold that much weight in your story. Matter of fact, rip them pages out, okay? No such thing. What is good for me stays with me. What is for me wants to maintain me and keep me. And also, too, you know what else I let go as far as perspective? Thinking that because I attracted this individual in my life that was not the one, therefore I was lacking and I was doing something to derail myself. So I have to bear the guilt of him not being the type of man that would do all these things and be perfect, even though we know no one's perfect. But y'all get what I'm saying. So what was I doing? How was I failing? Where was my where was I inadequate? Where was I lacking? Did I say that? And where was my mental fucked up that I would attract someone to do those things to me? I also let go of that. I'm like, no, I ain't do shit. What happens is it rains on everybody. It is going to rain on everybody at some point. Now, whether you get wet, whether I stay dry, whether, we get flooded out, water damage, whatever, that doesn't mean that it's never going to rain. In my world, it never rains. Yes, the fuck it will rain. Men are going to approach you all day long with all kinds of motives, the good and the bad. That does not mean that you are now doing something to attract all of the things. It comes down to what you do with the story that you're living. And I was done with it. So I said, I don't want this channel to get all discombobulated around, solely focused on, if you're a single mom, you can definitely get out here and get a better one. And, it's all about the men and what they can do for us. And those are great things. But if you don't have, and if I don't maintain my individuality, my truths, and keeping up with what I need to do, then none of that really matters. Because you can still be consumed by a great relationship and you lose yourself. And it's all about that, when it should be all about you. The two shall become one. It's each individual person, give it a go, try to have a great time. Either we can do it or we can't. And if the clock runs out, and the clock runs out. But a man is going to stay where he wants to stay. Okay? So that has no reflection of my worth. That has nothing to do with me being not deserving, or I did something wrong, or I chose the wrong one, I made a mistake, all these other things. Okay? Next thing, where we are at the current times. And it's not about being so delusional and dreaming. You're just in dream la la land all day. So it's like you're just walking around in this haze. I'm just visualizing. No, I'm very much aware that I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. And all these things are going on in politics and in the world and da-da-da-da-da-da. But guess what? I tell myself in my story that I still am living a great life. I still have my wits about me. I still can, create my happiness, create my joy, maintain my peace. I can still make choices. I can still have a home. I can still raise my children how I want to raise my children. It doesn't matter if I'm not a homeowner. It doesn't matter which way this government is taking this country. It doesn't matter who's in office and who got elected and what's going on with food stamps and what's going on with, and none of that is in my reality. So I'm working on using what I have, and tapping into what I know, and enjoying what I already have around me. Instead of like, when I'm a homeowner, when I have this one man that's going to claim me and validate me, even though, that's not how you should think, but that's a lot of single mothers feel like, oh, he can make you an honest woman and he can give you the soft life and he can set you up. And those are great things again, but you're not holding your breath going through life like, until then, I'm just on this struggle bus because I am alone. No, we are paying our bills with gratitude. We're so thankful that we have plenty left over. We're so thankful that we have the ability to take our kids to all their practices and all their activities and chaperone field trips and do Halloween and look forward to the holidays and decorate our apartment and whatever the things that you enjoy. We are, and I am, not focusing on what I don't want. I'm not sitting around like men don't, men aren't stepping up to the plate, and utilities and cost of living is so high, and men don't like when I tell them I finally have kids even though we've been dating for 6 months. Da, da, da. No, 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 no. We don't have the fear, and we don't have those concerns of those things. Okay? We are only enjoying all the good: your money, your peace, your free time, the all the things. Okay? And it sounds woo-woo, it really doesn't. It sounds like, oh, it's so simple. How could that work? How could it be that you can take and it's just a couple minutes each day. I get up and I say, okay, what do I want to happen today? Today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be a productive day. Today is Tuesday. Today is in this moon phase. What should be my focus, and what do I need to get done? Nothing crazy, nothing over the top. And then I also and I'm so thankful for what I already have. That's it. And then I say, okay, because I feel like a homeowner. I feel like I'm loved and I'm cherished, and I feel like I'm on top of my game. I'm on top of the world. I feel like I am lucky and I have opportunity and doors open for me, and I'm a successful business owner. Like I already know it exists. That's all I just 3 minutes. Just a, if I don't do it first thing in the morning, I do it while I'm driving. I'm doing it while I'm in the shower. I'm doing it while I'm making my cup of coffee. That's all I did. And then I'm a big journaler. I'm a big writer. So I write things down. I write it down. So thank you for sticking with me. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are still focused on your self-love and your self-care. That is the most important thing. I hope that no matter what, you are finding and prioritizing the time to give yourself the soft life. The soft life does not have to just come through your group of people that think you're the best thing since sliced bread and that fund your lifestyle. The soft life is a mentality. The soft life is intention. The soft life is your environment and how you move through your day and how you take care of yourself. So, for example, if you are making excuses and complaining about a toxic job or a job that's no longer feeding you, that's not you living a soft life. You need to figure out another way, find another job, or employ yourself, or start your own business, all the things so that your work-life balance can reflect the soft life. Okay? Little things like that. For me, like taking care of my energy levels, my water intake, my diet, like I can be such a workaholic thinking that like, oh, the money comes easy and I don't mind working. I don't mind, obviously doing the things that bring me my abundance, but at the same time, I can't do it to exhaustion. I can't do it to where, I'm not eating balanced meals and I'm not remembering to take my vitamins because I'm just go. I'm not drinking enough water. I'm living off of Red Bull and, is it Red Bull? Yeah, that elderberry Red Bull. Oh my God. I love how it tastes, but I know it's not good for you. And coffee and caffeinated tea. That's not soft life at all. So this is the perspective I'm talking about. This is the work I'm talking about. Before you're out here trying to the answer is just get a rich man. Baby, the work is at home. The work is in here. The work is in here. And also, too, you can be doing all the things, but if your mental is fucked up and you think against yourself, you're always negative, you're always fearful, you're always doubtful, and you're a nervous, scared wreck, that is also not soft life. Your thoughts need to be peaceful and calm. You need to feel confident. You need to walk through life like, I own this shit because I'm writing my own story. And it doesn't matter if you don't see any of it now. Do the work. All you have to do is tell yourself what you want to experience, and then believe that when you get into that habit, things start shifting around you. It's like that. Oh my God, this gnat is loving this message. It's like the ripple effect and all the other things. You just see this wave, shoot out of you. The vibration, however you wanna visualize it. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Peace. Bye.